everyone, it's Jennifer, and I wanted to know, do you know the origins of holiday words? Why don't we check into that? Whether you are celebrating Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, Las Posadas, Diwali, Chinese New Year, or winter solstice, many cultures have special traditions this time of year. So let's get into the holiday spirit by learning a few seasonal words from other cultures. Advent. Advent originated from the Latin adventus, meaning a coming, approach, or arrival, which then morphed into the Old French avent. Advent didn't make it to the English language until the mid-18th century, but the Christian religious traditions of Advent are believed to have begun as early as the 10th century. That's kind of cool. Carol. Carol is a celebratory word with many potential origin stories. The English word carol came from the Old French word carole, which is the same thing with an E on the end, which was a particular song and dance done in a ring. There would be a Greek influence with a mixture of chorus and aline, meaning chorus and to play the flute, respectively. It could have originated from Latin as well. Chorale, it means a dance to the flute, wherever it came from. It is now a festive Christmas hymn. Daya. Daya is the Sanskrit word for an oil lamp used in Hindu, Sikh, Zoroastrian, and Jain religious festivals. The name of the Hindu festival, Diwali, comes from the Sanskrit word Dipavali, which combines deep and Daya and Avali, meaning row. Diwali, often called the Festival of Lights, literally translates to rows of dayas. Interesting. Gelt. The name of the chocolate gold coins given around Hanukkah season comes from the German and Yiddish words for gold and money. The practice of giving gelt came from traditions of giving gifts and encouraging children to learn about the Jewish practice tzedakah, of charitable giving. Today's chocolate coins are also used to play the original dreidel game. That's cool. Kinara. Swahili for candlestick. A kinara is used to celebrate Kwanzaa. Malunana. Karenga, the creator of Kwanzaa, struggled to find a 7-stick candle holder, so he instead broke off 2 holes from a menorah and used it for Kwanzaa. Neon. Going back to 14th century BC in the Shang dynasty of China, neon translates to ripe grains. The ancient Chinese calendar was centered around the harvest season, which came to a close during the winter solstice. Neon was the name of the mythological dragon who preyed upon a village in the dead of winter, eating villagers due to the scarcity of food. The villagers shot off fireworks and decorated in red, a color sent to scare Neon to frighten the dragon. It was then captured and ridden by the Taoist monk Hongjun Lazu. Modern Chinese New Year celebrations still incorporate many elements of red and dragons. Noel. The word for the Christmas feast of Nativity comes from the 14th century Middle French words Noël or Novel. The word was meant to be shouted to celebrate the birth of Christ, and then became a French interjection for expressing general joy, as first printed in Geoffrey Chaucer's poem, The Franklin Tale. Noel came from the Latin adjective natalis, meaning of or belonging to one's birth. Poche. This is a traditional cider brewed around the holiday season, but especially during the Mexican festival of Las Posadas. Posh comes from Sanskrit word pach, which means 5. Count the number of ingredients in the original recipe: palm wine, sugar, lemon, tea, and water. The English adopted the word and turned it into punch, which was transformed into posh by the Spanish and then brought to the Americas. Shamash. This word is Aramaic for servant or attendant. The shamash is the candle on a menorah used to light the holy candles. It is usually positioned above or below the other candles to indicate that it is separate from the holiness of the other candles. There is a debate about when the practice of using a shamash first began. Some say it predates the Talmud, while others say it was used around the 14th century. Yule. This word for the 12 days of Christmas, starting December 25th, has ancient roots. The term is linked to the Old Norse jul, meaning a feast of entreaty, which came from the Old Norse term hjul, meaning the wheel of life. When the Christians took over the European pagan holidays, they narrowed it to mean a 12-day feast of the Nativity. Eventually, Christians replaced Yule entirely with Christmas in the 11th century, but you'll see the word used generically around the Christmas season. Well, I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about these holiday words. I know I did. In the meantime, please stay safe, be kind to one another, and as always, happy yarning. Bye now.